Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our national anthem, followed by the Parsippany High School alma mater song sung by the Parsippany High School Choir, under the direction of Mrs. Christine Wilson. As the president of the student body of Parsippany High School and your master of ceremonies today, I would like to welcome you to celebrate the commencement of the graduating class of 2025. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian of the class of 2025, Ian Ali.
Good morning to Dr. Mulrooney, Board President Kogan, and members of the Board of Education, Mayor Barbario, Town Council members, Mrs. Carucci and administrators, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Now, my fellow graduates, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are getting really, really old. That's right, it's time to start paying taxes, make a Facebook account. But in all seriousness, we are potentially going through one of the most exciting stages of our lives. We're at that strange crossroad where adults still call us kids and kids call us grown-ups. There's two sides to it, an ambiguity, and it can be confusing at first. But it is exactly because of this gray area that we have the freedom to plan the next steps of our lives, careers, and identities. We are old enough to have expectations, but just young enough where these expectations are bound to change. We get to choose the next steps, and in many ways, that starts today. But the freedom to plan does not give us the freedom to do. Sometimes it's the opposite. Case in point, today, graduation day. We've all been counting down, no shame in that, and it's been circled on our calendar for months now. But even today, with every single minute planned out, spontaneity still lurks. You probably won't remember the speeches or the pomp and circumstance, but you might just remember how you fumbled with your gown, cheered for your friends, or watched your cap fly away and hit someone. And were those on your calendar? Probably not. Planning and committing to a goal is a great sign of maturity. However, we are all still relatively young, and soon you might find that your grand future plans have some unforeseen bumps and detours. It would be foolish to make these detours a part of your plan, but embracing the randomness of life can be liberating. In 2014, comedian Ed Helms from the TV show The Office told a class of graduating college seniors, quote, "Please remember to be a fool." He said this for two reasons. Firstly, college students are almost always fools. I'm sure some parents in the audience already know this, and if not, trust me, you will soon. But more importantly, he told them to be fools because foolishness is often evidence that someone is actually living. Anyone who lives in the moment or goes with the flow might be a fool, but I would argue that this is something good. These detours are what you will always remember doing. These are the memories that you will always cherish. At the beginning of my speech, I joked that the class of 2025 was old, but we're not. We're at that great point in our lives where we have time to waste. So, however you choose to spend your days, schedule some time to do unscheduled things, starting today. Don't be afraid to be foolish. Be random. Be spontaneous. Be alive. Graduates, it is now time to spend your time. Enjoy every second of it. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
I am now pleased to present the principal of Parsippany High School, Mrs. Melissa Carucci.
Good morning. Dr. Mulrooney, esteemed Board of Education members, Ms. Kogan, Ms. Chappelle, Mr. Barrios, Mayor Barbario, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the students of the graduated class of 2025. Today we gather not just for a ceremony, but for a defining moment, a moment that marks both an ending and a new beginning. A memory that will stay with you long after the caps have been tossed and the diplomas have been framed. To the Parsippany High School class of 2025, congratulations, you've made it. Over the past 4 years, you've studied science, math, history, and English. You met and exceeded every requirement needed for graduation. You explored new passions through courses in world language, business art, music, and technology. But perhaps the most important lesson was discovering who you are. You learned that you are worthy, that you can persevere, that you can disagree with respect. You learn to work collaboratively, and that real growth often comes from the moments that challenge you the most. You faced obstacles no one could have predicted, and you've emerged stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. You've come to see that your future holds endless possibilities and that you have everything it takes to pursue them. As I look at you today, I see something powerful: hope. Not just because of what you've achieved, but because of who you are. So today, I want to leave you with 3 guiding principles to carry you wherever life takes you. First, be you, because you are worthy. The world will try to define you by a number, a grade, a class rank, a salary, a follower count. But you are not a statistic. You are a one-of-a-kind individual with unique gifts and infinite value. Your worth is not something you earn. It simply is. It was present the day you were born, and it will remain with you throughout your life. So don't shrink to fit in. Don't change yourself. to earn someone else's approval. Love yourself the way you love your closest friends and family. Surround yourself with people who see you, respect you, and celebrate you. You are already enough right now, just as you are. Second, show up and work hard. There will be times when talent and knowledge won't be enough, times when motivation fades, when life feels unfair, uncertain, or overwhelming. In those moments, the most powerful things you can do is simply show up. Success isn't built in grand gestures. It's built in small, consistent efforts, staying after practice, asking tough questions, asking for help, and doing the right thing when no one's watching. Working hard doesn't mean being perfect. It means being present. It means giving your best, especially when it's hard. You won't be able to control everything in life. Big surprise. But you can control your attitude, your effort, and your resilience. And when you master those, you'll be ready for anything life puts in your path. Third, and I think most importantly, be kind. Kindness isn't a trend, it's a way of life. It's listening when it's easier to speak. It's choosing patience over frustration. It's saying thank you, I'm sorry, and you matter when the moments call for it. Real kindness shows up when no one is watching. It's being there for someone in the hardest moment. It may not always be noticed, but it always does make a difference. As you leave Parsippany High School and step into the next chapter, some of you are sprinting towards your dreams. Some of you are still searching for the right path. Some of you walk forward with absolute confidence. Others with equal parts fear and excitement. When you are on your journey, and wherever you are, it's okay. You don't need to have all the answers right now. What matters most is who you choose to be along the way. Be someone who shows up, who works hard, and who leads with kindness. And above all, someone who never forgets their own worth. If you remember nothing else from today, remember this: the world needs exactly who you are. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Go out there and make a difference. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please welcome the Assistant Superintendent for the Curriculum and Instruction of the Parsippany Troy Hills Schools, Dr. Dennis Mulrooney.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So let me just get this mic going here. All right. So good morning and welcome to everyone who is here today to celebrate this impressive group of Red Hawks, including Central Office Administration, Board of Education members, elected officials, and the Video on the Go custodial and maintenance crews. Special thanks to Mrs. Carucci and her amazing and talented Parsippany High School administration and staff. In particular, I'd like to recognize all the parents in attendance. Thank you for all you've done to get your children to this point. It's not always an easy job. My youngest daughter just graduated high school on Monday, and I'm officially an empty nester. And people, I feel your pain. Enjoy every second of your beautiful children today. It's such an honor to be here at Parsippany High School and to play a small part in this great day at a place that is truly so special. Seniors, your accomplishment is a big deal, and we couldn't be more proud of you. So let's get to it. Every speech has to have a quote. So, you guys know Lemony Snicket? Yeah, you can nod. Lemony Snicket, series of unfortunate events. He once wrote, if you're allergic to a thing, it is best not to put that thing in your mouth, particularly if that thing is a cat. I regret using that quote. So let's go with a different Lemony Snicket quote. If we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. I'll say it again. If we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. Seniors, as you move on from here and begin your life as PHS alumni, going on to college or the workforce or the military, try and remember these words. because life is going to fly by and you only get one shot at it. Before you know it, you'll be 51 years old, although people will swear you're still in your mid-30s, with gray hair and a couple of kids in college making bad jokes and talking to teenagers about how the years have zoomed by. If we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. So first, put yourself out there. Go to college and give everything you have to your studies. Push yourself, struggle, overcome, learn, seek opportunity. You get out of your education what you put into it. Next, be brave, be bold, in work and in life. Don't simply find a job. Seek a career that means something to you. Actively put yourself in positions to succeed and advance and provide and grow. Fortune favors the bold. If you wait until you're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. So make a difference now. Think about what matters to you as a person, a leader, a teammate, a human being, and do things that align with those values. Use your voice, match your actions with words, prioritize others, and take a stand. You're also ready for adventures, big ones and small ones. A journey around the world or a drive to 7-Eleven is what you make of it. Your perspective and energy shape so much of your reality, so when you can afford it, take that trip, read that book, jump in the ocean even if it's freezing, enthusiastically karaoke even if you can't sing. Put down your phone and get outside. Life is meant to be lived. If we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. Treat people right, families, friends, strangers. Everyone deserves dignity and kindness and compassion just like you do. So hold the door for people. Let drivers merge in traffic. If someone drops a comically large stack of papers, stop and help them pick it up. Tell your parents and grandparents you love them. Send a funny message to keep in touch with old friends. Write notes to people. Make the effort. It will come back to you. Finally, seniors, seek love in your life and in your world. It's out there, people. Love your friends and your neighbors and your enemies. That will make them really mad if you do that. Go out on a limb and tell that special someone you care, because why not? And when you find love, enjoy it. Cherish it. Wrap yourself in that love like a towel that just came out of the dryer every second of every day. And that's all I have for you today. Why? Because you are ready, and there's no sense in waiting any longer. Congrats to the class of 2025. We're all so proud of you, and we came in to see all the good and great things that you'll accomplish. And if you're allergic to cats, keep them out of your mouth. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to present Mrs. Michelle Chappelle of the Parsippany Troy Hills Board of Education.
Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty and staff, proud parents and families, and most importantly, the incredible graduating class of Parsippany High School. Good morning. It is with immense pride and a deep sense of shared accomplishment that I stand before you today representing the Parsippany Troy Hills Board of Education. This momentous occasion marks not just the end of a chapter, but the thrilling commencement of countless new ones. To the class of 2025, look around you. This field, that building, and this broader community, they have been the backdrop to your growth, your learning, your friendships, and your dreams. Now, as you stand on the precipice of your future, I'm reminded of a quote by the great physicist Albert Einstein, who once quipped, "Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one learned in school." So at first glance, it might sound a little well deflating, especially after all those hours you spent memorizing formulas and historical dates. But let's pause and truly consider its wisdom. While your teachers and school districts ensured that you had access to excellent instruction in algebra, literature, history, and science, and we sincerely hope you remember some of that, Einstein was pointing to something far more profound. He was speaking about the real education, the education that transcends textbooks and tests. It's the resilience you developed when faced with a challenging project. It's the empathy you learned collaborating with a diverse group of classmates in a community service initiative. It's the critical thinking you honed debating an idea in class or strategizing on the field. It's the character you forge through triumphs and setbacks, the understandings that true strength lies not in just knowing facts, but in knowing how to adapt, how to connect, and how to persevere. We've watched you navigate demanding coursework, discover passions in extracurricular activities, represent our school with distinction in athletics and arts, and grow into the remarkable young adults you are today. You have embraced the spirit of PHS, demonstrating not just academic prowess, but also resilience, innovation, and a genuine commitment to learning. These are the indelible marks, the education that truly remains. As you step out into the wider world, whether to higher education, vocational training, military service, or directly into the workforce, carry with you these lasting values. Be lifelong learners, for the world is constantly evolving and curiosity will be your greatest guide. Be compassionate citizens. Understand that your actions, big or small, have an impact on others. Be courageous, for it takes courage to pursue your unique path, to stand up for what is right, and to embrace the unknown. Remember the bonds you formed here, the friendships forged in the hallways, on the fields, in the classrooms, and during late-night study sessions are treasures that will last you a lifetime. Lean on each other, support each other, and celebrate each other's successes. On behalf of the entire Parsippany Troy Hills Board of Education, I extend our sincerest congratulations. You have made us incredibly proud. As you embark on your next great adventure, remember Einstein's words. You are leaving Parsippany High School not just with a diploma, but with the invaluable, truly unforgettable education that will guide you and empowers you. Go forth, class of 2025, with confidence, with purpose, and with the knowledge that you are well prepared to make your mark in the world. We eagerly anticipate the amazing things you will achieve. Congratulations to you, the class of 2025.
It is now my great honor to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Lithra Sankari.
Good morning, and thank you to all our family, friends, and distinguished guests for joining us here today. My fellow graduates, it is an honor to share some thoughts with you on our final day together. I'd like to begin with a quote from President John F. Kennedy's moonshot speech. "We choose to go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is hard." Kennedy's words instilled an industrious mindset in Americans, encouraging them to take on challenges as they attempted the seemingly impossible. Today, our diploma may not take us to the moon, but it is our passport for a first step into the unknown. As I was thinking about Kennedy's words, I was reminded of my own moonshot moment in Mrs. Lazari's chemistry class sophomore year. She posed the question, "What is the molarity of the unknown solution?" From the left, I heard whispers of 4 moles per liter, while my lab partner to the right argued, "No, it's 5. Is it 4? Is it 5? Anxiety set in, and my hand trembled as I raised it tentatively. Do I take the leap? 1,392, I blurted out. I don't remember whether I was correct, but I do remember that taking a chance in the moment mattered. Raising my hand soon became easier. Sure, it wasn't as flashy as walking on the moon, but it was my own leap into the unknown, and it paid off. We've all had those small moments of courage, and it wasn't easy, but we did it anyway. Now, we move on to confront new challenges beyond just problems in a textbook, and they will require a little more courage. I first encountered this new high-stakes uncertainty while working on the ambulance squad, where I first recognized my own ignorance early on. It felt paralyzing not to know the right answer, not to be able to follow a step-by-step rubric. But to act with courage despite uncertainty is how we accomplish our moonshots. And with that in mind, I want to leave you with 3 pieces of advice. 1, trust your vision. Your moonshot may seem daunting right now. For Kennedy's America, going to the moon was something unimaginable, but belief in their vision made the impossible a reality. Whether you're planning to start up a business, start a family, going to school, or leaving home to serve, begin by envisioning the impossible dream and trust that you can make it happen. 2, it's okay to fail. It took NASA 11 tries to reach the moon. There will be times when you are stuck, when you fail, when you don't know what comes next. But those are the moments that teach you to get up and keep trying. 3, lean on your support system. Every mission to the moon required a team of astronauts, engineers, and physicists working together to make man's first step on the moon possible. Today, take a moment to thank your team, the parents, friends, and mentors who have supported you these past 4 years. To my Amma and Appa, thank you for the sacrifices you have made. As you step toward your vision, know that your support will follow and your team will grow. And even when the forecast is wrong, when life throws rain on what was supposed to be our perfect senior sunset, soaking our yearbook pages, remember to make the moment yours anyway. My fellow graduates, get ready to go to the moon, to navigate adulthood, to make choices in the midst of uncertainty, not because it is easy, but because it is hard and because it is ours. Class of 2025, congratulations.
Please welcome Parsippany High School Choir under the direction of Miss Christine Wilson, who will now perform the song Great Adventure, written by Giannine Tessori and David Lindsay Abar as a dedication to our seniors. At this time, I would like to call our principal, Mrs. Melissa Carucci, back to the podium.
I hereby present you with the senior class gavel, a symbol of your role as a school leader in the coming year. May it serve you well, Allie Hiltz.
Thank you, John. On behalf of the class of 2026, we want to wish the class of 2025 the best of luck. And thank you for your contributions to Parsippany High School. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to call our principal, Mrs. Melissa Carucci, back to the podium.
At this time, I have the honor of presenting some honorary diplomas to our retiring staff. Before I do that, today I would like to make a special announcement. Today, we hold a special place in our hearts for Ashley Sestero, who should be walking across the stage with her classmates. Ashley was a bright, sparkly light, full of kindness, laughter, and love. Even with her short time with us, she made a lasting impact on everyone who knew her. Her sweet spirit has never been forgotten. And today, as we celebrate the class of 2025, we carry Ashley with us in every joyful moment, in every tear, and in every heart. Thank you. As is our Red Hawk tradition, we honor our retiring members of the Parsippany High School staff. The first individual I'm honored to recognize and celebrate is Miss Susan Angfer. Susan began at PHS as a guidance secretary and spent the rest of her 25 years as the head secretary of PHS. Susan is someone that can always be relied on, was dedicated to her job, and showed a tremendous amount of support and love for the staff and students of PHS. Despite all of Susan's responsibilities, Susan always maintained a calm presence and a kind and welcoming attitude. In addition to being an amazing secretary, Susan is a devoted mother of 2 PTHSD teachers and a loving wife and grandmother. We thank her for her dedicated years to PHS and we wish her all the best in her retirement. She will be missed dearly. Susan Angford, please join us at the podium. The second individual I'm honored to recognize and celebrate is Mr. David Glass. Dave Glass began his career in the PTHSD school district through Project Stay before joining Parsippany High School in 2001. A dedicated educator with a rich life experience from his service in the United States Navy, Mr. Glass was a compassionate and insightful teacher dedicated to the success of his students. Mr. Glass has a special way of shining his light in unexpected and meaningful ways. Mr. Glass enjoyed his years at PHS, sharing his love and knowledge of history and developing and providing opportunities for students to engage with the content in meaningful ways that had a positive impact on their lives. For the past few years, Mr. Glass has done a remarkable job developing the Holocaust Studies course and offering his students the opportunity to travel to Washington, D.C. to visit the Holocaust Museum. Through his coordination and the generosity of the Jewish Federation of Greater Metro West, Mr. Glass was able to offer this opportunity to his students free of charge. This tremendous opportunity for the students will be carried on with care by the staff of PHS. The students and staff of PHS will miss the dedication and commitment that Mr. Glass has for his students' learning and success. We look forward to hearing all about the adventures and new memories this next chapter will bring. We thank Mr. Glass for his dedicated years to PHS, and we wish him all the best in his retirement. Mr. Glass. And now what you've been waiting for. By the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, I hereby certify that all members of the Parsippany High School class of 2025 assembled here this morning have met all the requirements specified by the state of New Jersey and the Parsippany Troy Hills Board of Education, and are therefore eligible to be awarded diplomas as graduates of Parsippany High School. Members of the Board of Education, I present to you the class of 2025. As a testament to the camaraderie and friendship that has grown between our family of graduating seniors over the span of their education at Parsippany, 4 of our student leaders will now read the roll of graduates' names. Our first group of graduates' names will be read by Medina Ramat and Devin Patel.
Before the reading the roll of names, I would like to request that applause be held until after all names have been announced so that each graduate may have his or her name heard clearly.
We will now read the roll of graduates, and the Board of Education members will confer the diplomas. The diplomas will be conferred by the Board of Education members, Mrs. Allison Kogan and Mr. Timothy Barrios.
Eva Lee Schmieder.
Lithra Sankari.
Isabella Rivera.
Ian Ali.
Vishwa Acharya.
Amrita Nadathar.
Jamie Aguirre.
Wyatt Adams.
Isabel Sabrina Alameda.
Jawad Ahmadi.
Carrie Allen.
Arshan Ali.
Bavisha Alwani.
Tommy Allen.
Sanjana Amudan.
The following diploma will be conferred by Parsippany High School staff member, Mr. Ahmed Kandil. Omar A. Amin.
The following diploma will be conferred by Parsippany High School staff member, Mrs. Heidi Hansberry. Sean K. Hansberry.
Derek Arujo.
The following 5 diplomas will be conferred by the Mayor of Parsippany, the Honorable James Barbario. Cameron Renee Lorenkovitz.
John Ali Shazad.
Dennis Amir Messi.
Xavier Mark Ward.
Ryan Murphy.
Ashna Aurora.
Addison Arcaro.
Yasmin Nazli Ayaz.
Ali Asmailzada.
Lila Sophia Bakhtiar.
Mohammed Saeed Bader.
Gianna Kaur Balani.
Sahana Balamurali.
Jayla Beg.
Jenna Grace Beck.
Arjun Bodade.
Gabriela Nelita Bermudez.
Khalil Bonner.
Zishan Ali Bokhari.
Jared Joseph Brott.
The following diploma will be conferred by Parsippany High School staff member, Mr. George Botterini. John Botterini. Taylor Bow.
Gabriella Buckwick.
Brian Callie.
Marguerite Joy Calkins.
Fabricio Ariel Casco.
Amelia Castro.
Jaden Centeno.
Layla J. Chaub.
Tirthraj Chauhan.
Bhumika Chavan.
Anisha Chabra.
Marissa Ann Christ.
Lucas Coe.
Thomas John Colantoni.
Nicole Marie Corsino.
Alyssa Ann Conforti.
Gabriel Gold Coria.
Brian Cruz Vargas.
L. Rose Dagus.
Anvi Dalvi.
Van Dang.
Enric Das. Sean Noah Darriston. Risha Dinesh.
Amanda Ann Dean.
Chivitesh Dudu.
Francesco Michael DeMary.
Jihan Fatih Feldman.
Ekta Dotre.
David Russo Ferreira.
Dominic Douglas Dolce.
Dev Pareshkumar Gandhi.
Julia Dorak.
Christina Isabella Garnica.
Mohammed Farag.
Faith Marie Gillis.
Erhan Feldman.
Arpita Garadia.
Apurva Gandhi. Arya Garg.
Lucas Grippo.
Joseph Anthony Gasparo.
Samuel Stephen Gustin Diaz.
Caitlin Elizabeth Gorky.
Michael Henry.
Nicholas Robert Graziano.
Martin Arjun Hudelmeyer.
Jonathan David Gubin.
Evangeline E. Iman.
Trey Lucas Hendershot.
Shreya Iyer.
Samuel Chow.
Christopher Maurice Jackson.
Sydney Hupper.
Ariana Rose Johns.
Nicolos Iveri E. Nashville.
Georgia Athena Kachulis.
Shruti Iyer.
Elizabeth Alexandra Karkanias.
The names of the next group of graduates will be read by PHS Senior Class Representative Isabella Rivera.
The names of the next group of graduates will be read by PHS Senior Class Representative Amrita Nadathur.
Ava Jimenez Jacobus.
Olivia Kelly.
Manas Joshi.
Brevin Keck.
Sarvajit Ashwin Karanth.
Dana Joy Krulin.
Aubrey Gianna K.
Chantal Nieto Leal.
Aaron Sky Kirk.
Genevieve Lee.
Alina Kohut.
Fidel Gregoria Lopez.
Shiva Lamichana.
Kelly Liu.
Hayden Summer Lewis.
Tyler Burton Maloney.
Edward Dennis Limonov.
Benjamin Thomas Matthew.
Ava Jane Macaluso.
Jowdy Manuel Matos.
Simron Manhas.
Avery Rowan Monticello.
Abel Matacutti.
Catherine Monteculo.
Isabel Monsalve Restrepo.
Isa Morales.
Jasenia Mora.
Ashton Kennedy Mori.
Carla Moreno Clavijo.
Danny Mograbi.
Serena Mostatabi.
Yashvi Nikanti.
Noah Nelson.
Shamali Nimala.
Catherine Oriana Barahana.
Rafael Osorio.
William Paguay Gualpa.
Tanush Punaganti.
Olivia Sandra Parenti.
Vivi Parikh.
Matthew James Parker.
Anya Patel.
Josh Patel.
Om Patel.
Rishi Patel.
Shreya S. Patel.
Krish Papalia.
Sharon Pitwa.
And Portufi.
Ritvik Rakesh Patamudi.
Christopher E. Quiandria.
Jasmine Puerto.
Prasad Ramaraj.
Layla Qureshi.
Roma Rangaswamy.
Carlos Francisco Ramirez.
Zachary Villamaria Reyes.
Kevin S. Regan Jr.
Jonathan Rojas.
Sofia Rodriguez Cruz.
Drew Roy.
Yug Rajavadia.
Vanessa Sanchez.
Dennis Ruchkin.
Angad Mohit Shah.
Arjun Senthil Kumar.
Rishi Anish Shah.
Karishma Shah.
Camila Sierra Esquivel.
Survi Shah.
Anya R. Sinha.
Meghna Singh.
Arthur Smith.
Andrew F. Smith.
Chadan Shri Kumar.
Emily Lynn Smith.
Jake Ryan Stauffer.
Cole James Stauffer.
Brian Carlo de Guzman Sunga.
Zachary Elijah Stockdale.
Jason Robert Schwartz.
Samantha Sangha.
Jason, you gotta go up there. Angelica Marie Torres.
Emma Catherine Swenson.
Denzel Uhebu.
Prisha Trivedi.
Jaslyn Lee Vargas.
Nazli Ukar.
Sanjeev Venkatach Alamuthi.
Jay Vagela.
Esma Tarudu.
Milan Evan Vega.
Mehek Wadan.
Michael George Volo.
Celine Monet Whittle.
Hope Hannah Marie Wiltshire.
Ryan Joseph Wink.
Dylan Nicholas Winkler.
Derek Yoon.
Drone Zaveri.
Eric Zhang.
Hao Hang Zhang.
The next diploma will be conferred by Parsippany High School staff member, Mr. Matthew Zitelli. Justin Anthony Zitelli.
Devin Parag Patel.
And lastly, Medina Marwa Ramat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present to you the Parsippany High School class of 2025. Parsippany High School class of 2025 is officially dismissed.